Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit and I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit and I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Beat in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Don't take the fear to see. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip guards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
This is not a drill. If you see my face, you see Jonathan's face, you see Christian's face right now, that means you're tuned into one of the greatest sports podcasts of all time. Guys who have suave, guys with energy, guys with tenacity, guys with
guys who can't spell tenacity.
Hey, I can spell tenacity. Okay?
I'm talking about me.
Oh, yeah. Well, welcome, guys, to Hate to Pile On. My name is CJ alongside Jonathan and Christian. And today we are back. We're catching up. No mustard today because there's so much we've missed this bowl season, this college football playoffs. There's a Heisman. There's people leaving. There's people that hate it. There's controversy. And guess what? If you stick around to the end of the show, we have a big announcement, a little bit of reveal for you guys as well, because Hate to Pile On is growing and getting bigger and better. And of course, except for, Christian don't feel like we're getting better, so he had to leave. But it's okay. It's okay. We're still here for you, and we're still going to keep doing it. We're not going to leave you, okay? We're not going to leave you.
I like Christian.
All right. But, Jonathan, how are you? Well, all right, let me add him.
Sorry.
He's back. Thank God he came back with the milk. All right. So, Jonathan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How you doing, Christian?
Jonathan.
I'm doing good, man. Holiday season's coming up. More football to closure. The end of the year is coming up. College basketball, NBA is here. Well, it's been here, but it's getting more intense. Doing good, man. How about you, CJ? How you doing?
Oh, man, I am good. The energy is titillating. Oh, yeah, my energy is titillating. Oh, I'm hyped. But John Robinson is officially declared for the NFL draft. RB1, just go ahead and say that out loud. I'm excited, man. There's a lot that's going on. We got a lot moving. Obviously, holiday Christmas is less than a week away. We're 6 days away from Christmas, which is crazy. Just picture this as your Christmas gift to you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us all year long. This has been a great year. I feel like we've done a lot of fun stuff, a lot of awesome milestones and some great streams. And I think today was going to be the same. Talking about some college football. If that's your team, obviously we are 7 days away from Premier League coming back as well on Boxing Day. Brentford versus Tottenham, 7:30 in the morning, if Eastern time zone. But hey, I'm excited because guess what, guys? January, we're back with some Premier League streams. We might even do Boxing Day. We'll see. But January, Jonathan cannot duck the question any longer. He cannot play the field any longer. He can't be I just like soccer. I like soccer. No, he has to choose a team. A Premier League team this January. He cannot longer play the field. He has to commit, something he's not used to doing because obviously. So yeah, let's get a crack of laughing.
But don't City
is PSG.
Wow.
All right. But don't city boys always take their time and play the field? Isn't that what being a city boy means? Playing the field. Isn't that what a city boy does?
Christian would know.
Oh, that's crazy. That shit.
I learned from the best, Jonathan. I learned from the best in Jonathan. He's the master of the young Padawan. He's a master of the young Padawan.
I made my commitment a long time ago, and I've been holding steady and holding strong. Hey, shout out to Mbappe, first of all, for being the greatest soccer player playing right now. But obviously, respect to Lionel Messi for being the greatest soccer player of all time and submitting his legacy. But that was an amazing World Cup. I am excited for America for the World Cup to come back to the United States in 2026. That's going to be exciting. So, yeah, man. Great weekend. Great time of soccer. Great time in football. What is up, B Hall? How you doing, man? How you living?
What's up, B Hall?
What's up, B Hall? How you doing?
What should we start with, fellas?
We had on the Darnell docket for tonight.
How about college football?
Yeah, we're talking some college football. So what do you think is the most heated topic we should talk about to start off with?
Heated? I wouldn't say heated, but
DJ Uyungale's transfer portal process. Where's he going? I think that's what we all want to know, right, Christian?
well, I had a destination for him, but
We
then
did. I think we kind of all fantasy booked the destination for DJ, but I think with
Bo Nix Bo Nix
I don't-
messed that all up, man. He
Okay, but
he
what
put a
if
Stetson.
we did fantasy already transfer him to Oregon? But what about Oregon State?
Ooh, yo, Oregon, I gotta say this, bro. Oregon State is a tough team. Watching them play this year, I really like them. They were really a couple plays away from really being that Pac-12 championship game because they beat US. Or they should have beat USC. They were a couple plays away from beating USA. They held the boys to 17 points, the least amount of points they scored all year. They're a damn good team, strong defensive team. They remind me a lot of Utah. I like Utah a lot.
Utah would be another location.
Nah, you know who I have going to Oklahoma?
Another year, I think.
Unless
You know who I have going to Oregon State? I got
but people are expecting it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I have Grayson McCall going to Oregon State.
Ooh.
'Cause I think that'd be a perfect destination for him. Perfect.
I know,
All the pieces are there. He goes
I
to
mean,
Auburn. He's
that would be
tripping.
funny just because he would, instead of going to Liberty with Jamie, he goes where Hugh Freeze went. I think that would be pretty funny.
The big old middle finger to Jamie. He said, "You want to leave me?"
Actually, my fantasy destination for Grayson McCall is Florida.
Ooh.
With Florida, I think that would be sick, bro.
Okay, I can see it.
That would be sick. They would be like, he kind of reminds me of somebody. They'd be like, who? Timothy Tebow?
Not Timothy.
But
he's from North Carolina. He might go to North Carolina State. He's from North Carolina. North Carolina
could.
State does need a quarterback.
They used to Charlotte right down the road.
He might do it. He might do it.
So, I don't know. I mean, he could go to UNC Charlotte. They needed some. And I tell you that
He wants to progress, not digress. You know what I'm saying?
that's
You know what I'm
fair.
saying? He wants to take a
Definitely
step
should go
forward.
Power Five.
Hey,
He should go Power
Jackson
5.
State.
He could go to Jackson State. I don't know if I don't even know if they named their head coach
They
yet.
got an opening at quarterback, right?
They got a lot of openings. Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the big thing on the table, though. Let's talk about the big thing on the table here.
Hey, I'm sorry. Let me take it off the table. Sorry. What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about?
My man leaving Jackson State. And
We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about where's DJ Ungalalele is going. He's not swag. All right, let me chill. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's talk about some transfer destinations. Obviously, the three top quarterbacks in the transfer portal are Grayson McCall, DJ, and Devin Leary. So those are the three biggest. Drew Payne, the Notre Dame quarterback, he just transferred to Arizona State as of today. I'm trying to think who else was in the portal. It depends. LSU could be an interesting place, but I think Jaden Daniels is probably going to stay another year.
Yeah, I think he's probably coming back.
Which I think will be great for him. UCLA needs a quarterback. They did just sign a big 4 or 5-star quarterback, I think. So that could be interesting.
I know the perfect place he's going.
He's quarterback next year. Yes, Christian.
DJ will take his underdeveloped talent and get his talent developed with Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame.
I like that a lot, actually.
It's not a bad move. He has a coach in Marcus Freeman that can probably relate to him better.
He's a younger offensive mind who better offense that's not just a, hey, run a fade or run a curl.
I can see it, man. I can see it happening, dude.
I do like that. I like that.
I like it more than anything now. Ooh,
I don't Notre Dame or UCLA. I wouldn't hate at all. I think Chip can also unlock him as well, especially what he did with DTR. I think that would be a lot of fun to watch. I mean, shit, DJ, what he still got like 2 years? He might have 2 years eligibility.
Yeah, he was a junior this year, so he still got senior year and
COVID
his
year.
freshman year was COVID, so he got 2 years left.
So I mean, I would love to see that because UCLA definitely has some unfinished business. I know they're trying to get that. They got to get their defense side of the ball, but that, like, think about it. He goes back to Cali. He goes back closer to home. He can have that home cooking and just really play that Pac-12 brand of football, which I'm becoming such a big fan of Pac-12 football. Unfortunately, wait, is UCLA one of the teams that go to the Big Ten? It's UCLA and USC, right? They're going to the Big Ten?
I think so.
Which is stupid, first and foremost. I think that's just the dumbest thing you could possibly do. But I think the Pac-12 is exciting, and I think they should try to lead the Pac-12. But I mean, I get it if you're trying to make the money move, but it's like, bro, you're gonna have to compete with Michigans, your Ohio States, your Penn States. They just play different, bro. Like they really, and that's the thing is too that defensively in the Big Ten is just differently than defensively in the Pac-12. The Pac-12 defense, you might have like a couple teams that really play defense, your Oregon States and your Utahs, but other than that, it's non-existent most of your games. To be quite honest with you, it's really a 7-on-7 type league, which is fun. It's exciting. If you got the offensive firepower to do it, go for it. You know what I mean? But like you're really gonna get yourself against teams who got really, really good corners, really good defensive linemen that could, especially against Michigan. Like Michigan breeds defensive linemen; they're just different. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the UCLA or especially. And then think about the travel. Motherfuckers gonna have to play against like Indiana, Purdue, like ugly ass teams, cold as fuck in the wintertime. Like these Cowboys ain't gonna be ready for that.
I already see it now. Caleb Williams versus DJ in the rivalry. I already see it.
I love that in the Rose Bowl.
Ooh, I already see it.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do we think are his favorite? So Notre Dame
or DJ to Coastal?
DJ to App State?
Oh, gets his career back. Please
Let's go.
Boom, North Carolina. I need it.
I think West Coast is a good call for sure. So I mean UCLA
Could have been
Hawaii
Washington.
University, the University of Hawaii.
Yeah, he's coming back. Yeah,
the University of Hawaii.
Bro, University of Hawaii fucking stinks.
Oregon
bro.
State.
So does DJ.
They had their whole team walk out of last year. It was like, yeah, we don't. Utah would be interesting. I mean, that's the thing too. He would have a strong running game behind him, and they really don't have to rely too much on his passing ability.
All right, hear me out here. Hear me out.
If he says South Carolina, I'm gone.
So we know DJ, one of the big things that drew him to Dabo and Clemson was that Christianity, that religious feeling, that like family feeling, right? DJ's big into Christianity.
He's not going to BYU. He's not going to BYU. Yeah.
Oh,
what if he went to a Christian university?
Oh, are you talking about
in Texas? Texas Christian University.
TCU? Hey, I don't hate that.
DJU? TCU?
I think at first I thought you were gonna say BYU, but I was like,
yeah, that's what I thought you would say. BYU. I was like, yo,
he gotta go on a spiritual journey. He gonna be what?
You get to keep the purple?
Well, it's not really purple at BYU. Oh wait, keep the purple at TCU.
Oh my God, why did I think of this before? Oh no, they have that top freshman coming in. If DJ goes to Tennessee, I guess.
I mean, shit, you give that dude. That wouldn't be bad either, though. They got weapons out. Well, actually, both of the top wide receivers are gone, but like, I think that they'll be able to recruit.
You would think so, but we gonna see.
We'll see how Tennessee follows it up. I mean, shit, he could try to go to Alabama. I don't know what quarterback is waiting in the wings at Alabama.
What about Kentucky?
That dude.
Kentucky,
actually, yeah. I think Kentucky's looking heavily at Devin Leary. I think Devin Leary is like on the top of their list. Also, Auburn. Devin Leary was just visiting Auburn. Grayson McCall was about to visit Auburn, but he canceled his trip. I think he canceled his trip once he found out that Devin Leary was visiting at Auburn. So that's interesting.
He afraid to compete?
Maybe he was
maybe
he just wanted to be the first choice, not second choice.
I mean,
facts.
And that's the thing too. A lot of people have.
That's all I'm trying to be for CJ. I'm trying to be first choice.
Oh, you always be first choice, Christian.
Wow.
What?
Oh, nothing.
But like, I just don't see how Devin Leary's the top quarterback with Grayson McCall, who's like he's thrown like what 4 He's probably like throw like 4, maybe like 6 interceptions the entire college career.
Coastal, so they're giving him that small school. They're writing him off.
Yeah,
we're gonna see if he right back though.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I think if he gets the opportunity to play big, like if unless he goes to Liberty, but like I mean, he's a big time talent. Like he can take care of the ball, he can run, he can pass. I mean, obviously, and he's done great things. Jerry Chadwell's a good coach. So we'll see what he does. I'm excited. I don't know if he's going to declare this tomorrow. Shit, tomorrow's early Saturday, right?
Yes, the 20th, I believe.
So that's going to be really interesting to see. Yeah, I don't know. I think Devin Leary to Kentucky kind of makes a lot of sense. He's active. I just think Grayson McCall to Florida, I think is my favorite fit. I think that makes a lot of sense to me.
I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know, man.
Oh, December 21st, so 2 days.
So Wednesday. Okay. Right. Wednesday's that's early Saturday, which is going to be exciting for these kids who go be able to sign and then go enroll early. Also, hey, Travis Hunter is officially into the transfer portal, and he's not for sure 1,000% going to Colorado. His top 4 teams: USC, Miami.
If y'all mess this up, I promise you, I will never give you guys credit ever again. You guys have the best argument in the world to this man, saying that your defense in 2021 was amazing. All the first rounders left, but y'all have great player development on defense, tell him that your defense came back with the backups being first rounders, second rounder, third round picks this year, and they have held their own against everybody. If you guys fumbled the bag here, CJ, I'm sorry.
Listen, I don't think we have the front running, but I think it is interesting. I think we're enough of a interesting note because he is a Georgia boy, right? But at the same time, it's like you already been in the system with Dion, right? And like you have that familiarity with him. You know he's going to let you do what you want to do. He wants to play both sides of the ball. I just don't know if Georgia will have him do that, which I think he's an electric talent on both sides of the ball that we could do it for sure. But it just depends on what he values more. Like obviously he loves his teammates that are going to be transferred to Colorado with him as well. So it depends on him. Like I would love for him to come to Georgia. I think he'll get developed as a corner phenomenally. Wide receiver, he'll get opportunity. I mean, with Carson Beck or Vanderbilt. First of all, relax. Don't put some respect on Lat McConkey's name.
What if DJ said he wants to go to Georgia?
He gonna have to wait in line, buddy.
Hey,
he gonna have to wait in line, buddy.
He probably thrown more touchdowns to Georgia players than any other roster, any quarterback they got on the roster.
What are you talking about?
DJ.
He would throw more.
He's thrown more touchdowns to Georgia players than any other quarterback on the Georgia roster. That pick 6 week 1 last year.
Oh boy.
You're not gonna disrespect Carson Beck.
Who?
I see what you're saying. Oh, hey, ask South Carolina fans who he is. This man was throwing touchdowns against South Carolina this year after we benched our starters. And then he got benched because he was doing so good.
We want Brock.
Brock is electric, but Carson Beck is really good.
Nah.
He paid his dues, bravo.
Nah. He stinks.
Obviously, I get that you don't understand ball because you had to watch DJ play for the last couple of years. I get it. You're just judging the talent.
It, didn't I? I told you he wasn't it. I've been saying.
I don't know. Sound like you was on his side.
No, I was Team Cade, and Christian said I was an anti-Clemson fan for it.
No, because you weren't. I'm not gonna do that.
Rile it up, baby. Fire that thing up. But all right. So what do we think is the best fit for DJ? We say Notre Dame. I think UCLA might be the best fit.
I say Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, UCLA are probably my top 2 fits for DJ.
Yeah, maybe Oregon State also.
Grayson McCall to Notre Dame could be interesting.
Yeah.
Florida emerges as the number 1 contender to land former Coastal Carolina quarterback Grayson McCall.
Let him know. Bill Napier, baby. Put that boy in that Florida locker room. I would love to see what happens.
Then if it don't work out, then you'll be pissed. No, you won't. You'll be like,
Oh.
well, should have gone to Georgia.
Nah,
Yeah, what if he wants to go to Georgia? What would you accept him? What? Carson Beck or McCall? Carson Beck or McCall?
Let him compete.
Carson Beck or McCall?
Let the cream rise to the cream rises to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Carson.
You're gonna have dogs around him regardless. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna
Carson Beck or McCall. Make your pick.
I mean, that's the thing, man.
We're
like
not here for the sugarcoating. Pick one.
Let the player pick for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, if I had to choose, gun to my head. I don't know, man. Like, I respect what Carson Beck has been grinding, and he hasn't transferred out. He's, kept playing, even though we said he's Staquavius Bennett, he's had a Heisman of the year this past year, so it's kind of tough. But I mean, I don't know. I would say Grace McCall will give us a little bit more. Obviously, Grace McCall with his running ability opens up the offense a little bit more, kind of like Staquavius Bennett. He can move the pocket with his legs and escape when he needs to. I'm not saying Carson Beck is a statue or nothing like that, but he's a little bit more athletic, and we'll just add a little bit more hot sauce to the eggs. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Glad you
said
sound like
Carson Beck is bland and he stinks. That's what
I said a little bit more. See, first of all, we season around here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everything's seasoned and delicious.
The quarterback rooms under your boy haven't been very seasoned.
It's been very seasoned, actually. They actually been in the room. So, I mean, if I got it here. The same shit. Let me pull the same card again. You got to get tired of that shit. It's probably why your girl's tired of the same strokes you be doing all the damn time.
All right. Okay, Ocho Cinco. Okay.
All right. What's next on the docket?
I forgot Baker's playing tonight. Baker went to thing and balled out first game.
I say he had a good moment. I think people forget the 3 quarters previous he played.
It don't matter. A W's a W, baby. A W's a W.
Oh, for sure. It is a W. I'm not going to disrespect him that much for what he did, but because it is impressive. Like, people are going to look at it and be like, oh, wow. Like, he literally was in the team 24 hours before, 48 hours before. I mean, and he called his shot. Like, I respect him. He called his shot and said, hey, look, I don't want to be here anymore. He saw the quarterbacks go down. Opportunity to possibly go. It almost didn't work out because the 49ers didn't even put the waiver request in for him. And I feel like that was his original team he was trying to look at, but he obviously saw there was teams in need of quarterbacks, so he would have had an opportunity to play somewhere.
Right.
And he got the opportunity.
49ers got Brock Purdy, though. They say we're good.
Yeah, Brock Purdy's been electric. I don't say electric, but he's been really good. He's
been better than Baker. I know that.
For sure, he's been better than Baker. He's been better than a lot of people expected. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. And the thing is, he's been there all season. Like, he's been there OTA, so he knows the offense. And so the fact that he get an opportunity to show it is phenomenal. And I just love that because, something we've been talking about. Let's talk about this. I feel like it's a solid, at least 75% of the league has had to use a backup quarterback this year, right? And so it's very important to have 1 to 2 quarterbacks. Maybe even 3 with some teams who can run your offense and you can be confident with. Jalen Hurts is likely to be down this week, so Gardner Minshew is the one backup quarterback we love the most, who wants to get an opportunity. Obviously, playing behind an MVP candidate right now, and hopefully he'll get an opportunity next year to be a starting quarterback somewhere. I think he's good enough to do that. We see it everywhere. Denver, we see it in San Francisco, we see it in Los Angeles, Miami, we see it in Carolina,
Atlanta,
Washington,
Houston,
Atlanta, Vegas. I don't know that Vegas.
New York, Jets.
Yeah, the Jets, the Giants earlier this year because Tyrod Taylor played. And when Tyrod got hurt, then it was I don't even remember who the third string quarterback was. So literally everywhere, even New England. With Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi had a little run. everywhere. I mean, even Jordan Love had to come in.
Cardinals.
Cardinals, shit, they're down to like 4th-string quarterbacks now. I mean, so every team has really had to fund it. I mean, don't you really? I mean, Geno Smith, Tom
Jaguars.
Brady. Uh, that's about it. I was like, I think off the top of my head. Shit, we forgot Indianapolis Colts needed to go to their backup quarterbacks. Even Ryan Tannehill got hurt.
It's not the first time because Malik started, I think, 2 games so far this year.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the only I don't think Trevor has had. So
Yeah, he did. When he hurt his foot, he went to the locker room for a little bit.
Yeah, somebody to finish a game for him.
Okay.
He didn't miss a start.
He didn't miss a start, but he did use time. So really, so who was the 2 people I just said? Tom Brady and
Aaron Rodgers. Has Green Bay had one?
Oh yeah, Jordan Love had to come in.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how bad Rodgers was actually hurt. They were also losing by like 30 in that game. That might have just been we don't bench you because we can't win and we don't want you to get hurt.
He was getting smacked around that game too.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, is that the only 2 quarterbacks? Because Dak was hurt too with Cooper Rush
Josh
came
Allen?
in. Oh yeah,
Mahomes.
Oh yeah, Mahomes, Josh Allen. I feel like Josh Allen got hurt for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. But he never missed the start, so that's 4. I guess we do Trevor because he didn't miss the start too. That's our criteria, didn't miss the start. So that's like 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Out of 32. That's crazy.
Justin Fields?
Yeah, Justin Fields. He was getting banged up all fucking. We say what side? Because he missed the game. He missed the start.
Oh, that's right.
Let's see. Actually, Jared Goff.
You guys can't really see. I'm watching us live on Facebook. I'm such a fan.
I'm a fan of you, Christian.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Weird. So like backup quarterback is very pivotal. Like, so like it was that argument was like, hey, 32 quarterbacks better or 31 quarterbacks better than me, right? But shit, now it's like shit, 64, 63 quarterbacks better than you. You know, because like you will need 60, it is barely 32. You know, so
that's true.
It's wild. I mean, and I think I'm kind of it's cool for me because like I think it's like you get to see guys get opportunities and you can see people write a new story and people get written off for a long time. Like, hey, they're trying to get the opportunity to play and see if they're really something. I think that's really cool because you never like for the longest time I feel like we never really saw that. Like you see the teams who constantly rotate quarterback because their quarterback was never really good to begin with. Versus like now it's like everyone's getting hurt, you know? And so obviously now with the added game too is obviously it doesn't help either. So
right.
Yeah. Crazy
love.
All right. So let's talk about the college football playoff, shall we? Our final 4 we had, which was that weekend. That final weekend was so fucking nuts. Like all these teams losing, TCU losing. Obviously, we knew Ohio State wasn't gonna make it.
They did make it.
Well, at first because they lost. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But they did wind up making
USC
it.
lost.
USC lost.
How they lose twice to the same team? That's what I don't get.
That good, bro. They show up, and that running back they have, who is a converted quarterback from high school, is a dog.
I think it's
Dog.
Yes.
I have a question. I have an idea. We can talk about the college football playoffs, but can we start from the top of the list and then work our way there to the college football playoffs?
What you mean by that?
So basically, we got a bowl game, right? Eastern Michigan, San Jose State. Who you got winning? Yada yada yada. I'm just letting you know. I want Georgia to win this whole thing. I'm just letting you know that, okay? I want Sequavius to have a hell of a year. You know,
He's had a hell of a year.
A walk-on quarterback. Like, and I saw his picture with Kirby Smart. He looked Jesus. Definitely wouldn't know he was a quarterback or a football player or an athlete at that. Would never know.
Like a kicker.
Not
If
even
that.
water
If
boy.
that.
Analyst. He does analytics.
He was like Christian that came back. No disrespect. You was one of the greatest water boys out there. That was high quality E2O.
Jeez.
All right, what today is?
No. You ain't about to say that and just walk back and moonwalk back to your seat thinking, it's a nice little joke. Let's get back to the show. No. First of all,
It was a good joke.
I was, you know what, people? I was a water boy for the varsity football team at one point in time when I was like a sophomore. I was a sophomore in high school.
Every
because I
time
did not play football
out there, and I was like, and you put that water in my mouth. Good. I say, is that good, sir? It's like, a little bit more. Bet. And he had the little towel wipe my mouth too. I was like, this dude, MVP.
All right, y'all. So I was a water boy like my freshman year, I think. Do not believe CJ. Never had a towel put to his mouth. Never did that. It was a funny joke till he took it to that extreme. It was funny.
Let me get that shit for you. I was like,
it was funny till he took it to that extreme.
What's your name, Christian? You know what? I like.
Wow. So you didn't know me till high school? Wow. Wow. See how your friends do you? Well, yes, I was a water boy, but just because I didn't play football, but I was also doing cross country at the same time. So don't try to play me like.
And he was running cross country on the field to make sure we were well hydrated. The real one.
I can't wait to learn these damn buttons, boy. I kick your ass off this motherfucker so quick, boy. The boy wouldn't know what to do, boy. That's okay. Not tonight. Not tonight. But yeah, so who you got winning? Eastern Michigan, San Jose State. Just to you both.
So this is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. You know, I like my potatoes fried, covered, smothered, chunked, all that. Eastern Michigan is that action. You know what I'm saying? Good team, 8-4 this year. San Jose State 7-4 this year. Right now, America's got San Jose State winning 66% of the vote right here. You know, very tough matchup. Don't know shit about either of these teams. To be quite honest with you, I'm pulling it out of my ass right now.
Just rapid fire it. Just rapid fire.
Hey, last 3 games, it's the Michigan on a 3-game winning streak. Put up 30 points in all 3 games. Held teams under 30. Last 3 games, San Jose is 2-1. Oh, 1-2, excuse me. Last 5, they are 3-2. So,
well, Jonathan, while he's figuring that out, you give me your answer because all I heard was a bunch of BS.
So, you know, it's if you look at it, the way you look at it, you know, San Jose State has played some tough competition in the Mountain West, finishing 3rd and actually 3rd on their side. They were, you know, kind of far down.
You know, when your teacher says, answer the problem, but show your work. CJ is definitely answering the problem and showing his work.
And so when you got a 1,000-word essay and you answer that shit in like 200 words, you try to like spit that shit out. Like, so here is
so that one can understand the predicament a lot more, or that used to be my thing. So that one could. That was it right there. All right, Jonathan, rapid fire, please. Eastern Michigan, San Jose State.
Hey man, is your boy going to walk through that door?
Well, you know,
Imani Bates.
Imani Bates. Oh, that's the only reason why I'm picking Eastern Michigan, because Imani there. Gotta go with them. Because he didn't go with Michigan State. It's okay. Sorry, but it's okay.
Well, you know, it is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. So I'm gonna go with one of the most famous types of fries, the Cuatro Queso dos Fritos from San Jose State, baby.
I like that. San Jose State has a better defense, but Eastern Michigan's on a roll right now, so I'm gonna go Eastern Michigan.
All right. I have Eastern Michigan as well. Next game we got Liberty versus Toledo. Rapid fire, fellas. Rapid fire.
Versus Toledo. Hey, Toledo is a squad. Liberty, I don't know who's going to be coaching them. I guess Jamie could. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm going Toledo, baby. Give me Toledo.
Okay.
Give me Libbity Bibbity.
Liberty bibbity.
No matter who's coaching, Hugh Freeze, Jamie Chadwell, it's a dub regardless.
Facts. I got Liberty as well. Western Kentucky, South Alabama.
It must be also that action, baby.
I am all about Western Kentucky.
What was this?
Western Kentucky, South Alabama. The
Ooh,
R
South
plus L
Alabama got a
carriers.
squad, though. South Alabama 10-2. Western Kentucky's 8-5 on the year. South Alabama has won the last 5, and Western Kentucky is 3-2. But their last game they won in overtime, 32-31 over FAU. I'm going South Alabama here. They're having a dominant year. They beat Southern. They've beat the only team they lost this year is UCLA and Troy by 4 points. And that was on the Thursday game. I'm going South Alabama.
All right. What about you?
Call me Christian because I'm rocking with them toppers, baby. Give me the Western Kentucky
That's
Hilltoppers.
crazy.
Oh, boy.
The boys like them tops.
All right. So I also have Western Kentucky. Baylor Air Force.
You see, I told you. He tried to deny it.
I'm a straight rider. They don't want to with me.
Baylor.
Baylor. All
Baylor.
right.
Actually, hold on. Wait. Damn, Air Force not at 3 this year? Air Force not at 3 this year?
Didn't they fire their coach, though?
And they've been better.
Was it Air Force who fired the coach or Army?
I think it was Army because Army was kind of trash.
Okay.
No, Navy. Navy fired their coach after they lost to after Army at the game.
Navy, yeah.
Yeah.
Janeville, I'm not a Navy. How could you ever try to play me? Kill him on the song, wake up out the booth, do the West foot, rock a baby.
Yeah, I'm going Air Force. Salute. They won the last 4 games.
Bros.
Baylor.
Baylor. All right. I got Baylor as well.
Crazy.
The what is that? Louisiana Ragin' Cajun.
Ooh-wee.
Where Elijah Mitchell came from. We'll never forget it. Versus Houston. Who you got?
Roughnecks. Both these teams have not been good the last 5. Houston 7-5. Raging Cajuns 6-6. Bill Napier's not walking through that door. Tough matchup here. I don't really care. I'm going Houston Cougars.
I'm going with the Ragin' Cajun, baby. Ragin' Cajun.
That sounds good, actually. Raisin Canes.
Give me Houston.
Houston? I got
Well,
Louisiana.
I go to Cookout just for the fuck of it.
One of the I've already been thinking about going to McDonald's, get me some fries, you know.
All
All right, one of the most interesting.
Let's go huddle, baby. Let's go.
You said what?
Let's run a no huddle, baby. We hungry now. Big boy
Facts.
energy.
All right, let's go. Wake Forest or Missouri?
Wake Forest. Wait, what'd you say?
Well.
You said Western Missouri?
Wake Forest or Missouri?
I think you said what? Like, what the fuck? No, Wake Forest for sure. Sam Hartman is going to go out on his sword. He's going to. Does he still have another year?
Probably.
But anyways, he's going to be slinging it in Tampa Bay. He's going to be balling so hard. People going to say, "Is that Tom Brady down there?"
Oh God. I wonder if he'll yeah. So is he entering the draft?
He hasn't announced it. I don't think he will.
Ooh.
But it's kind of interesting now how these certain quarterbacks who are like, I think right now we got Levis and Anthony Richardson are the only official people who's into the draft right now. So, and people are fucking on Levis's dick hard. But and then it's like a lot of people are talking about Anthony Richardson not even being NFL ready, and then people talk about him. He's a 2-year project, but yet they still have him in like top 10. So that's really interesting. So I don't know what to believe yet, but we'll get through the smoke this draft season, baby.
100%. 100%.
Hey, I can't wait for Christian to dive deep in this draft season. Because look, we're gonna teach him about all the players coming out. He already knows college football. Then we're gonna talk about mock drafts. Then he's gonna be a beast in fantasy football after he clapped my cheeks this week. My ass is still hurt. I had a little bitty donut right here because that's how bad he clapped my cheeks. 2 weeks in a row, too. Crazy.
Anyways.
Let's go to Hawaii.
All right. So we're going to do the Middle Tennessee University versus San Diego State. Who you got? Rapid fire. No thinking about it. Just give me an answer.
Cade Cunningham. I'm going Middle Tennessee, baby.
Cade Cunningham?
Their quarterback is C. Cunningham. I'm just...
okay.
Chase Cunningham.
Okay, I was like, yo, Cade out here.
Give me San Diego State, baby. They're going to do it for Rashad Penny.
All right. I got...
do it for Kawhi Leonard.
I got Middle Tennessee. All right, so New Mexico State, Bowling Green.
Listen, man, I think next year my study is going to be watching more back football. These teams are very evenly matched up here. You know what? I like being those green chilies. So give me New Mexico State Aggies.
All right.
Yeah, give me New Mexico State also.
All righty. I got Bowling Green because of Bowling Green, South Carolina. Yes, I do. Georgia Southern versus Buffalo. Georgia Southern
State, not
versus
Southern, baby. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
No, it is Southern.
A state, not Southern. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
I get what you're saying there. He'd rather be with the Panthers than be with them Seahawks. I understand, buddy.
What?
Isn't Georgia Southern the Seahawks?
I have no idea. They're Eagles, I think.
No, same difference. Whatever.
There's some kind of bird.
Yeah, some kind of bird, but I feel it. State, not. I feel it. So who you got, Jonathan? Southern or Buffalo?
Give me Buffalo. Buffalo kind of nice. Them boys gave Coastal some work earlier in the season.
I remember their running back last year was crazy.
Yeah, he was wild. Who was that?
I don't know. I hope so. Because he was doing crazy work. All right, Memphis versus Utah State.
Jordan Love not walking through that door. Give me Memphis.
Hey, shout out to my
Derrick
uncle.
Rose ain't walking through that door. All right.
Shout out to my uncle who works at Utah State. I'm going Utah State, baby.
All right. I got Memphis with it. I got Memphis with the win. Can't forget about Juwan out there.
I forgot about him.
Another big game right here, man. This is going to be one of the big time King of the Carolinas duels that we've been hoping to see. Coastal Carolina with Jamie Chadwell and what's his name? And Grayson McCall gone.
McCall's still
Coastal
there.
Carolina.
He's still played the bowl game, so that's a big thing.
Is he playing in it?
He did say he's got business to finish.
Okay.
I like that hole in your sock, big dog. I love that. Coastal Carolina, East Carolina. You said what?
Even my socks holy.
Oh my God! So Coastal Carolina, East Carolina. Who you guys got?
I'm rocking with McCall.
Yeah, I think Coastal got a lot to prove, and I think they're going to play hard for each other.
ECU is kind of nice. I think it's going to be a really good game.
I don't know, man. ECU finished below Navy in the conference this year, so I don't know how nice they are. They're 75. I mean, they kind of – I won't say they finished strong, but they won 3 of the last 5. So they beat UCF. They beat BYU.
They only lost to NC State by 1.
Yeah, we got a lot more games to go through here. Just letting you know.
They beat Memphis. They beat UCF. They beat BYU. They lost to Cincinnati by 3. They got destroyed by Houston. Sheesh. They beat Temple.
Temple's 3-9.
Hey.
Matt Rule not walking through that door.
Hassan Reddick not walking through that door.
I got East Carolina winning. That's just me. Rapid fire, East Carolina winning.
So like a big hater to me, but
no, I'm not a hater. I don't know, man. I just don't. I feel like he's gonna have a clouded mindset, McCall, if he plays, and I mean, he got a lot on his plate. Where am I get the most money at? What program? Obviously, I'm leaving this program. Yeah, do I leave a stamp here? But I mean, they're automatically going to remember me. But there's no need for me to have a great game here. I can just leave.
There is.
You know what I'm saying?
He's trying to. He might open up some eyes and some more recruits, some more schools.
Sure. All right. So who y'all got then? Coastal, and then I got East Carolina. All right, we got a lot more games. Wisconsin versus Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State,
yeah. Rocking with
All
the
right,
Cowboys.
Oklahoma State as well. UCF versus Duke. Another.
This is a tough one because I like that UCF offense, but they got fucking dog walked by Troy in the championship game. Duke is a surprisingly really good team. I'm gonna go Duke here. Actually, I'm gonna give the Dukies.
I'm rocking with Duke as well.
I got UCF.
Okay,
I just got them winning that. All right, so Kansas versus Arkansas, the duel of the quarterback.
I kind of want to watch this game. I don't know if KJ's going to play or not, but if he does, KJ versus Jalen Daniels, I think that'd be electric.
Oh yeah.
Arkansas's lost some coaches. I'm going to go. I think Kansas needs a statement victory here. I think I'm going to go Kansas here. I think Kansas get a statement victory. I'm so sad about Arkansas, man. They were so good, so hyped early in the season. This shit just fell all the way apart. KJ with bagging injuries throughout. They got to figure out their quarterback situation.
Oh, yeah. DJ Uyunglele.
That could be interesting, cool.
Don't tempt me with a great time. Who you got, Jonathan?
I got Arkansas if KJ plays. If KJ doesn't play, I'm rocking with Kansas.
Oh, this next game is.
I got Kansas. Kansas. All right, so we got CJ Bo Nose Knicks.
Yes, sir.
At Oregon versus CJ's Drake May North Carolina.
Call right here. Some of my favorite quarterbacks played this year. Both of them returning next year, so they hope they can continue to build. I just think Oregon's a better complete team.
I agree.
And I'm gonna go Bo Nix here. Bo Nix is gonna get. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I would love to see a shootout, but I just think Oregon's defense is just a little bit better than North Carolina. But North Carolina defense, yeah, it is a lot.
Half of North Carolina's defense already in the transfer portal.
Yeah,
so I'm definitely rocking with Oregon, even though Drake May's better than Bo Nix significantly.
Yeah,
and Drake May says, "I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere." How he said, "No, what are his words? How can I leave this place?" That's what his words were. So I got Oregon. I got Oregon winning this game. I'm a big believer in Bo. Next game.
Every game, my bitch is homophobic.
That's a bar, though. That's a bar. Y'all wasn't listening.
Oh shit.
He had a point.
Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. I got my boy Lane Train going in, going out. Lane Train. I can never go against Ole Miss unless they're playing Clemson.
Listen, I like this matchup a lot because Texas Tech quarterback, he's really good. They're a really spicy team. I think Texas Tech beat Texas this year, and that was a really good matchup. They have a high-powered offense, and I think one of the biggest testers for Ole Miss this season has been going up against another higher-powered offense, and I don't like. They're almost there. Like I think another year Jackson Dart developing with Lane Kiffin, I think should be good. They really need to settle their defense because, like, I think their defense was really good a year ago under DJ Durkin. But the fact that he left to go to Texas A&M kind of really, you can see the downward, the digression. That's the word I'm looking for of that defense.
Hey, yes, sir. Taylor Rapp with the pick. Asian representation.
Y'all way back.
Oh, I just realized who it was that picked it.
Oh.
The only Asian safety in the league.
Ooh.
I think this is going to be a shootout game, but I'm going Texas Tech. I'm sorry, Lane.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Go for some upsets this bowl season, man.
And you said you had Ole Miss, right, Jonathan?
Yes, sir. Lane
I got
Train.
Ole Miss as well. Ooh. All right. Syracuse, Minnesota.
This is a fun matchup here as well. I think Mohammed, the running back, he's declared for the draft. I don't know if he's going to play this game, which means that I don't know if they're going to find another running back. They're going to run 40 fucking times a game. Like this dude's legit gonna have 1-2 years left on his body by the time he gets to the NFL.
You like 25 already.
Yeah, he's not gonna last. I'm going Syracuse here. I like Syracuse.
I got Syracuse as well.
Me too. Clean sweep
All
for
right.
Syracuse.
Oklahoma versus Florida State. I got Florida State winning that game.
I like this a lot. Dylan Gabriel versus Jordan Travis.
And it's a Dylan Gabriel revenge game.
It is. But he's not going to get it. Give me Florida State. Oh, shouldn't do that.
Oh.
You can't do that. We don't fuck with that.
All right, so I have Florida State as well.
Jordan Travis, I think he got another year. I think Florida State's really going to start making some noise next year.
Yeah. Give me Florida State.
Roger that. All right.
Now roger that.
Big
That's
game,
biased.
Texas versus Washington. Texas versus Washington. First thing that comes
This
to
is-
mind, answer it. First thing that comes to mind, answer it. Who
Michael
you got?
Penix Jr.
Who you got winning?
Washington.
Washington? All right.
Give me Texas with the home field advantage.
What did your boy RG3 say?
She's stupid shit. That's what he said.
Big Penix energy. I'm rocking with Washington, baby.
I'm going Texas here. It's in Alamo, though.
I'm going Washington with the upset, man. I mean, with a big win. Just because
This
Bijan's
is
not
a fun
playing, so
matchup.
it's gonna
I
be
will
interesting.
watch this for sure, though.
Because Bijan's not playing, so I got it. All right, we got the Tennessee Volunteers
Wait,
versus
There.
Clemson
Friday.
Tigers.
Oh,
You going in order? Which
I'm in order too. It was the
got
Duke
Texas?
Mayo Bowl.
Okay, we could do Duke Mayo Bowl. Then we go back to the Clemson Tigers. Okay, that's one game below the Clemson game.
Because Maryland game's at 12.
Because we got it on the ESPN app, and we got Clemson as our favorite team. So they got
Yeah. Sorry about that. Maryland versus NC State.
This
We
is
have-
in Charlotte, baby. This
Is
is
it
in
really?
Charlotte. Duke Mayo Days Bowl. You know what I love for my dry ass sandwiches? I love that Duke's Mayo Days. This is not a Hellman's household. This is Duke's, baby. We do it with the Dukes. I'm going Maryland. Talaya comes out ripping the thing to freshman and sophomore because Raheem Jarrett's not walking through that door. Dante Demons is not walking through that door. But you know is him B is going to run all over this NC State off defense, and they're going to do it. They're going to do it for the Maryland Terrapins. Let's go, Coach Locke.
All right. I got Maryland as well.
Sure,
I
let's
have
go.
Maryland as well, baby.
Yeah, I might try to see if I can find a ticket to this.
You might as well, man. Maryland as well. And who you got, Jonathan?
There's a lot of fun games this night.
NC
Today.
State. Okay. Pitt.
The team has been agreeing too much. I got to be a little contrarian here.
All right. Pitt, UCLA.
Come on,
I
baby.
have-
DTR.
Okay.
More like TDR, because that dude be scoring. Am I right?
UCLA.
UCLA as well.
Come on. Hey, let me do the next one. Let me do the next one.
Go ahead.
Come on. Da-da-da-da. Come on. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's go. We are at the Gator Bowl. We got Notre Dame versus South Carolina. The game that Notre Dame is going to wipe the. Actually, I don't even know start at quarterback for Notre Dame, but I just know
DJ?
that should be a. I would have liked to see this matchup during the season
That shit would actually be hilarious. If you could transfer
and then play it immediately.
he could spin the block back on South Carolina for costing his job.
That'd be tough. That'd be tough. This is the Clemson Bowl. This is NTA bait. I love Marcus Freeman. Give me his first bowl win.
I'm looking over the stuff, man, and just can't fix my mouth to say that team to win again. So let's go Marcus Freeman and the potential landing spot for DJ Uyunglele.
The running back Lloyd, he's gone. Marshall Lloyd.
What was Marcus Freeman before he became head coach? He was defensive coordinator?
Defensive coordinator for Notre Dame and defensive
You
coordinator
know
at
what
Cincinnati.
Shane Beamer was? He was a special teams coach. And this is a
Because
special.
he only
Give me
coaches
South
special
Carolina.
teams. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. We got it. We saw the alley oop throwing. We saw D-Wade throwing the alley LeBron. We done seen that
Hey,
multiple
and we
times.
still post for the picture though.
Hey, you did.
And that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
All right. So Ohio versus Wyoming.
Oh wait.
Josh Allen ain't walking through that door.
Facts.
Facts. I got Ohio.
Brian
as
Hill
well.
ain't walking
The
through that door.
Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Give me Ohio State that action. Get their 10-win season.
Yeah, I got Ohio.
Yeah, the boy said Ohio State, but it's okay. It's all right. Who you got, Jonathan?
I said Ohio.
Oh, okay. All right. Next game. The Clemson Tigers versus Tennessee Volunteers. Who you
Ooh.
got? This is the Capital One Orange Bowl down in Miami. Battle of the Oranges. And as some South Carolina fans, would say,
Sorry, your teams. This is man. I know this man is salivating. He's like, "Oh, finally! I've been putting this in all season long."
I have.
He thought this was going to happen in the college football playoff. If you would look at early in the season, I thought this was going to happen in the college football playoff. But now, Tennessee Volunteers
Why?
have they failed me. I've been on their side all year long.
Hey, Jonathan, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jonathan?
Clemson Tigers, DJ, you failed me.
I'm putting him back in the doghouse. I'm putting him back in the dog's house. So me and you are now best friends again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's doing too much. So you got the Tennessee Volunteers versus Clemson Tigers in the Capital One Orange Bowl. As some South Carolina fans would say, the teams that couldn't beat South Carolina Bowl. Who you got?
Who's starting that quarterback for Tennessee? Milton?
Got to be Milton.
But that's the thing. Who's he going to throw to? His top 2 wide receivers are gone. So we're going to see some guys step up. So I don't know.
You already
Give
know
me – I'm Team Cade. I've been Team Cade all year. And I finally get to ride with him.
Yeah, but how many defensive players are going to play in this bowl game?
It don't matter. It's Cade.
You know what? I'm here for the comedy. I'm here for the amazingness. Give me the team that rocks orange. Give me Tennessee Vols, baby. Go Vols. Who I sound like? Go Vols, baby. Let's go. My best friend Christian.
And I have Clemson winning this game. Cade showed me something against UNC.
And I
think he's going to keep it on.
I wasn't watching.
I just think I like it, man. I like it. All right, so we got a big game here. We have Alabama versus Kansas State.
Ooh, this game should be interesting. I think all the Alabama people are going to play, and I think this is a pissed off Nick Saban. I'm going Alabama by 50.
Yeah, big Bama.
But Kansas State, though, I like that team. They're fun to watch. Deuce is great. Also, was it Martinez?
Adrian Martinez.
I don't know if he's going to be healthy enough to play, but even still, that backup was winning. He won the damn Big 12 championship for him. So this is a team that competes. I just don't know if they'll be able to compete with Alabama. But who knows, man? Crazy things happen. Alabama has had some. They've been rattled by the Big 12 this year. So
100%. I have Alabama as well.
Okay.
So we got Iowa versus Kentucky.
Fuck Iowa. Give me Kentucky. I don't even care who fucking walks into that door. Iowa fucking stinks. But that's the thing. Iowa's defense is stout, so they'll probably shut down Kentucky. But that running back, I don't know if Rodriguez he's a freshman, right?
Rodriguez? No, he's super senior.
He is super. Okay. So I don't know if he's playing or not.
He was a Super Saiyan. I don't know why I heard that. I was like, Jesus, they're definitely winning the game.
He's kind of nice though. He is nice.
All
but
right,
I'm taking Kentucky. Fuck
I
Iowa,
know, man. I got Iowa just because Will Levis might not be playing.
Yeah, they just hand the ball off to the super senior if he plays.
No worries.
They still got the running back. They got a true freshman running back they played at the beginning of the year when he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
So
all right. I'm gonna skip these next 4 games because we got some games below that. Mississippi State versus Illinois. Ah, man.
Ooh.
R.I.P. man.
Mississippi
I know.
State, they got to do it for Mike Leach.
You got to do it for Leach.
Yeah, man, Mississippi State.
I think they're supposed to be wearing like a special helmet for him too, like a pirate, like a pirate helmet. They got to go crazy for this game.
Did you hear his interview when they were like, "What do you put in your coffee?"
Mayo?
No, for Mike Leach, he said, "I don't put anything." He's like, "So you like the taste of coffee?" He's like, "No, but life is going to have bitterness throughout it, so I'd rather just take the bitterness, know what it feels like, and overcome it with my mind." I said, Jesus, Mike, because he was drinking coffee. He was like, "So you don't put cream or anything?" He's like, "I like it. You gotta drink it bitter. Life throws you bitterness. You gotta be able to know how to overcome it with your mind. That's what I do every day."
I love a lot of the stories I've heard from Mike about Mike Leach since his passing. Man, what a wonderful kind of guy. Obviously, he has some controversies in his career, but I think all in all, man, great coach, innovative in air raid. You'll be missed, Mike Leach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, you will be, man. Yes, sir. I got Mississippi State as well. All right, so this game, it's an interesting game, man. Tulane versus USC.
And which one? Oh.
I'm skipping the 4 playoff games because we have more below.
I thought you was at the LSU Cheez-Its Bowl.
Nah, man, I'm at Tulane versus USC at the Cotton Bowl, baby. Somewhere Georgia should be in. They should be in the Cotton Bowl because they know how they be treating boys sometimes. But Tulane versus USC.
Hey, you talk about us treating them, Lord. Y'all just treated DJ and Kelly Bryant? That's crazy.
At least we had the brothers on the team playing.
We had brothers on the team too, so you can't use that same dumbass
playing, not just third down.
So fuck up. You can't use the same fucking excuses. Don't let me pull up this fucking interview with your racist ass coach as well. So just stop using that same fucking shit.
All I was saying was they should be in the Cotton Bowl because they're gonna need a bunch of cotton to make those shirts when their shirt says National Champs 2022. That's all I was saying, brother.
All right.
Jesus, brother. Jesus Christ. Tulane or USC? I got USC because if the other team ain't Utah.
USC.
Actually, Tulane was the team that played the UCF in the championship. That offense is pretty fun. I think this could be a fun game. I think Tulane's offense is pretty explosive, but I think USC, Caleb Williams.
And I'm going to say this.
But it just depends how serious he's going to take it.
True. And I'm going to say this. You got the LSU Purdue game, right? Gully jinxed his team because he was like, "Oh, we ain't worried about Texas A&M."
Texas A&M has always had LSU's number, like regardless. They know that number to call because that's the only number they know because they can't beat nobody else. Purdue also, I think the quarterback entered the draft. I think he's gotten some looks. I don't know if he's played in this bowl game or not, but I think I don't know if Jaden McDaniels is healthy. I'm going to go LSU. I think giving LSU get their bowl victory for the first year with Brian Kelly, cap off a solid season, and they'll be back for more next year.
Yeah, give me LSU.
All right, I got LSU as well. It's going to be interesting.
Rose Bowl, maybe?
Rose Bowl. You got Penn State, who I think this game should have been Alabama versus Utah. I think that would have been a way better game, but I'm not in it. So I have Utah by 50.
Yes, sir. I'm going Utah here, man. I love that team. Utah's been my favorite team all year. I just wish they didn't lose to Florida early in the year.
Game too.
They lost like 2 really bad. Well, they lost to Florida and they lost to Oregon State this year. 2 tough losses, but even if they only lost to Oregon State, I wouldn't have been mad at that. But losing to Florida first game in the swamp was tough. That was a really good game. But
they beat Oregon State.
Who did they lose to?
Florida, UCLA.
Yeah.
Oregon.
True. Oh, Oregon. Okay, so they lost to Oregon, which is that was also a good team. That's a quality team to lose to. But if they losing to Florida sucked. But because Florida they do shit.
So we all got Utah then?
Yeah, Utah for sure.
All right, so these next 4 games, or these next 2 games, or 3 technically, I want you to give me your winner, and then we'll go to the next game, give me your winner, and then we'll go to the championship game.
All
right, so first we're going to do Georgia versus Ohio State. Don't say anything, CJ. Jonathan, I need to know your pick. Ohio State or Georgia?
I would love to see a Michigan Ohio State rematch in the national championship,
That would be nice.
but I don't think we're gonna get there. Give me Georgia.
All right. And then CJ, TCU or Michigan?
Damn, we gonna need to be like that. I think
I'm just trying to
Michigan.
let you do your favorite
Fair,
teams. You know,
fair. Um, I think Michigan has proved themselves. I was believing earlier on the season because I just think I think finally John Harbaugh has got his imprint on his team, and I think they're for real. I think they can run the rock. They have a quarterback who can move around the pocket. He can deliver some strikes. That defense is pretty legit. I think my favorite matchup would be Georgia Michigan in the national championship because I think that's just be a powerhouse, fun game to watch. See what offense can really take a hold. I think it'd be a defensive masterpiece. So which means a boring game. But yeah, I think TCU Max Duggan. I think they have been really good, but I just don't think they'll match up with Michigan well. So I'm going to go Michigan, but I think it'll be a closer game than people expect. I'm going to go 35-24. Michigan wins.
all right. Back to Jonathan. TCU or Michigan? So as right now, you have Georgia as your number one team going to the national championship. So you have Michigan, Georgia national championship. Roger that. And CJ, I don't have to ask, but I'm just going to ask so you can say it. Ohio State versus Georgia. Who you got?
So one of my biggest concerns going into the season, and it always is playing a team that does have a high-powered offense. Just because I just don't really know when our offense is going to be able to keep going. Our team has been able to be brutal, play the game long, keep pounding the defense until where their defense will break down and we'll go on the runs. So the biggest thing is starting fast for this Georgia team, and especially if CJ Stroud finally kind of gets his groove back. Last few weeks, last month of the season, he's kind of been off his game after just going through everybody with ease. So like high-powered offense like that always do scare me, but Georgia has showed to me that they are be able to compete with big offenses by that defense slowing them down and offenses having timely scores and turnovers for our team to win. With that being said, I think this will be a very close game. I think Georgia will just be able to wear down Ohio State. And with that running game, it also just timely passes to Brock and Darnell and Ladd. But I think this will be a really close game. I'm going to go 28-35 here. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to go 28-24. Georgia wins.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you both have Georgia and Michigan in the national championship, correct?
Yeah.
So I have Michigan beating TCU. I just think they're too fast, too big, too quick. They're just all better team.
Sure.
And I think that some of these guys were on the teams where Harbaugh was getting ridiculed a lot, and I think they just have something to prove. For the Georgia-Ohio State game, not so fast, sir. Not so fast. I have Ohio State winning this game. Why? Because they have a loss under their belt and they know how it feels to lose. Nothing against CJ. I think this team's going to be.
If I wasn't a Clemson fan, I said this for every person on this earth. I would be an Ohio State fan. So that's why I said not so fast, my friend. I'm going with CJ Stroud. Listen, they got some playmakers. The question is, who's Ringo going to play? Ringo got to play Marvin Harrison Jr. But if you shut down Marvin Harrison Jr., if you can, then it's like they still got a fucking plethora in Jigba out there ready to fucking go. Like
100%.
It's going to be a tough matchup. I didn't give you no bullshit answer because I understand like high-powered offenses scare me playing against Georgia. Like, and we have a good defense, but at the same time, you can
100%.
keep bringing it to Georgia.
100%. Like I said, like So what I was going to say was I have Ohio State winning this game just because y'all have played teams this year. And I think the best quarterback y'all played this year, would you say is Hendon Hooker? I would say Bo Nix. But y'all ran the shelf with them, and then after that, Bo Nix started.
Like, are you talking about when we played them?
Yes.
Spencer Rattler. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to say that joke.
It got to be Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker for sure at the time. Like, he was the clear Heisman guy at the time. So,
and so I think back to your thing of saying, high-powered offense, I just think C.J. Stroud is really going to put on a show, and it might be an ugly show, but like Coach Morgan used to say all the time, he'd rather take an ugly win than a pretty loss. And I think C.J. Stroud will just do something special. I don't know why, man. I just have a feeling, and it could lose this game, and that's fine. But I'm a big believer. Ever since we both watched that interview, man, I believe in C.J. Stroud, and nothing against Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart's defense is unbelievable. But like I said, sometimes you need teams who lose. They know how it feels to lose, and they're like, I don't ever want to feel that again. And so that's why I have Ohio State winning. So I have Ohio State rematch, the national championship against Michigan.
That makes a lot of sense. Like that's something that, if you want to talk about writing the script, right? Like the college football playoff loves having these rematches in the national championship game. We've seen that with Georgia and Alabama before. We see that with Alabama and Clemson for a couple of years straight. Like they love rematches, right? And so maybe the fans don't love it as much, but fucking college football playoff because it's an easy story to write, it's an easy story to tell. And here's my biggest criticism, and here's my biggest thing about Ohio State. Ohio State, man, they can win pretty. They win pretty, right? I just want to see what Ohio State does when they get punched in the mouth. They lose a teeth. Like my dog. Shout out to Damani. What's his fucking name from Last Chance U? Hey, Last Chance U season 2. I want to see how they play when they get punched in the mouth, and it's uncomfortable, right? Because when you see C.J. Stroud get uncomfortable, this is my only criticism, right? Like he still battles, and he has that running game starts to go when he can't go, which is fine. But I want to see them really when everything. I want to see when the running game's not going. C.J. Stroud has to make a play. He gets punched in the mouth. I want to see him bounce back, and I know he has it in him, but I just know the Ohio State brand just doesn't do that. Like they always just blow past people. I want to see when it's a team that's better than them. How do they find a way to win the game strategically and make plays when they need to and win it defensively? Because you really see Ohio State win it defensively in a while.
Right. Even when they played Clemson a couple years back when Trevor Lawrence was there and they beat them, it was a high offense game, and their defense made some major plays, but offensively, what is that dude named? Sermon. Their running back just went crazy that game against us, running all up and down us. And Clemson had a great defense that year. So I think it's going to be a battle. Like I wish I didn't have the pick between the two. But I think Ohio State will win the game. If not, then cool. I have no problem with it being Georgia, Michigan. But I do have Ohio State versus Michigan national championship game. So
Georgia
back to you.
USC would have been crazy for me, bro.
You said what?
Georgia USC. If we would have played them, they would still say the 4 seed. Oh,
that'd be interesting. Caleb would have been limping with both legs.
Caleb was getting his ass beat against Utah, and that was their best test against an SEC type team because Utah has an SEC caliber defense. And they hit hard. That's why I fell in love with them. The way they smack people, bro. It's just, it's beautiful ball.
100%. All right, so y'all both have Ohio State versus Michigan. I have Ohio State. I mean, y'all both have Georgia versus Michigan, and I have Ohio State versus Michigan. Quick, Jonathan, who do you have? Michigan or Georgia winning this game? Just off the top of your head, no thinking about it. No, just purely who do you think will win the game?
This is the dogs! It's the Sandler, baby! This is how we do it for the dogs! Go, Georgia! Woo!
Well,
I didn't even say it.
who just scored?
All right,
Is AJ Dillon?
so you have Georgia winning this game, Jonathan.
That is correct.
All
Why
right,
they
and
play
then
the
CJ, you have who winning this game? I know. I don't. You don't have to say it, but yes, sir.
Listen, winning back-to-back national championships really submits yourself as building a legacy, building a program, being a great head coach. And Kirby Smart has the opportunity to do that this year. It's a very tough feat to do. I mean, obviously, the last people we see do it was Nick Saban. And Clemson, did Clemson win back-to-back, or they won every other year?
Every
they
other
won
year.
years apart.
Which even that winning multiple national championship is tough to do.
Mhm.
And winning it back-to-back as well is even tougher. Georgia and Michigan matches up so well. They match up so well. And I think it'll be a great matchup. Who's really going to show their test of wheels and who's going to be a star of this game? Like, I think this would be like a 22-23 game, like super close, maybe moving down to the field goal. I think it might. The only edge I'm going to give is to Georgia by Stequavius Bennett over McCarthy. That's the only edge I'm going to give.
All
And
right.
it's not much because McCarthy's solid. He's still like, this is his first year starting. So obviously but he's played well this year. He's used his leg. I think he'll make that mistake I think like Michigan will come out strong. And I think Georgia will become reeling. But then I think he's going to make a mistake to where I think it kind of leads Michigan to unravel and Georgia makes a comeback. I don't think Georgia walks away with it like easily. I think they would have to make a comeback and win the game. And I'm gonna go Georgia 23 or Georgia 24, Georgia 24, Michigan 21.
All right. If this if this game does end up being Georgia Michigan, I would give the edge to you guys just because they've been there before, and Michigan hasn't been there in a while. And
Well, they was there last year, but that's the it will be a revenge game for Michigan, and Michigan got clapped
they were
by
there.
Georgia last year. So this will be. I mean, that's putting enough fuel. That's why I think this will be a close game. They match up well. They know, like, hey, look, this is what happened last year. That's fuel enough, right? And especially if Blake Corum, I don't know if he's healthy enough to come back or not.
I don't know if it matters. His backup ran for like 250 yards.
That's true. So, I mean, they're going to run the ball. So it's just who's going to make the play, what defense is going to make the play, what quarterback is going to make the play.
I think it comes down to which team has a receiver that's going to be able to make a play. And for me, that's Brock and Georgia.
Mhm.
The rest of Georgia's weapons have been underwhelming this season. I mean, Ladd's got speed for days, but his hand's been kind of iffy.
He has some shakes, but like he's been like big games. He's been good, but it hasn't been like Brock has been the feature Brock in Washington. It's been like the top guys for sure. I guess they had the most consistency, but like it's always been like a committee. It's always been about Sequavius. Really, he kind of is the catalyst to get everyone going.
I don't know if he's a catalyst. He's a distributor.
Yeah, but like he makes plays with his feet too. But he also, because he has had a lot of wide receivers in and out of the lineup this year.
Yeah, in his career because he's been there for like 12 years.
So yeah, I would give the edge to Georgia. So Quavius Bennett, Kirby Smart, and he's defense is going to be set. I think it's going to be good. And then my prediction, Ohio State versus Michigan. I think Ohio State wins it all. That's just my vote. But I do have Georgia winning it all if Ohio State doesn't make it. So it's either Ohio State or Georgia for me. But I do have Ohio State winning. What do you say? Yeah, I think Michigan's going to lose. I mean, it's just nothing against them, and they've proven me wrong this year. They have, because when they're winning games, it was always just All right, yeah, we saw you do this last year. Like we saw you do this last year. We saw you beat teams and did nothing with it. I just have Ohio State, man, just because I'm a big believer in CJ Stroud and their offense. And like you said, like they shut down Marvin, then what could it be like? But I just think that they're gonna get over that hump. And then they got bashed so harshly when they lost to Michigan, man. So bad. To the point where what'd you say?
He did get dog walked though.
They did. But it's also a lesson to be learned in it, because I tell people all the time, when Clemson beats teams like back then, like a couple of years ago, like when we would beat teams and we would have to play them again, like the next year, like when we played Ohio State again and they beat us, people were like, "Oh, we beat them before." I'm like, dude, no, man. Teams remember, especially the way it ended when we played them the first time with Justin Fields. People remember that stuff. Like quarterbacks definitely remember it. And so they come out with a vengeance. I hate revenge games. When we play a team again, I hate it. So I think Ohio State will beat Michigan and they'll be national champions. But if it ends up being Georgia versus Michigan, I have Georgia winning it all.
Let's do some more alt matchups here. So let's say we get a TCU Ohio State national championship. Who do you think takes it?
At that point, give me TCU. Give me the underdog.
Because honestly, I think Max, like what he does with that offense with his legs, he really wills that team together. And he's really like that lifeline, right? And I think that will be more of a shootout national championship, which will be a lot of fun to watch.
Like to see Quentin Johnston on the big stage.
Yeah,
first round wide receiver,
which would be really cool. Yeah,
I have Ohio State winning.
I kind of lean on Ohio State as well.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be like all up on Ohio State, but I just think that because
they kind of come to Kansas State in a little bit, but better. Because Kansas State doesn't really have much of a pass game, but they can run the fuck out of the ball. And that's the thing, Ohio State can do both. Like, Ohio State has a good running game. They know what it talks about. Like, obviously, CJ Stroud is electric what he does with his arm. But if they do, like, run the ball over, like, TCU, like, we see TCU not be able to handle it. So, 100%. I think if it is Ohio State, TCU, I'm giving Ohio State that national championship, which I think will be fun. So, yeah. What else is another alt one?
You got Georgia versus TCU. You have Michigan. Oh yeah, you got Georgia versus TCU.
Which Georgia versus TCU will be an interesting matchup as well. I think this will be a dog walk.
100%.
I think this is
TCU's gonna walk them dogs.
Ooh!
What's up, baby?
Yeah, he's just a Georgia hater, which is fine. Like, you could hate Georgia. Like, our haters will be our motivators for sure. And we got a lot of them. And this is motivating us to a good season.
I'm not allowed to like TCU.
I'm not saying you, yeah, but you're just a Georgia hater.
I picked Georgia over Michigan, didn't I?
Yeah, what I'm saying. That's fine. It's fine. Use a common sense then.
I'm not allowed to fantasy book things?
You can play.
Tony Khan can do it, but I can't.
But hey, I think that'll be a fun matchup though. I think it'll be fun. Like, I think for TCU to beat Michigan, I just think like Dugan is going to carry this team, and I think that's the thing too. Is like I can see Michigan's offense stalling out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if they can shut the run, if they fully commit to the run and make JJ pass, I don't.
JJ the jet plane.
I just don't know if like
aerial attack.
I can honestly say like I haven't watched him like closely a lot this season. I watched more Dugan's games than I have Michigan's. But like, whenever I see Michigan, when I have seen Michigan play, I just know it's Blake Corum, and he's not walked through that door, possibly. So
I feel it, dude. I feel it, man. I feel it. Where's the national championship game at?
Good question.
I think it's.
Is it at Dallas?
It's either in Atlanta. I think it's in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta.
No, I think it's because y'all chose Atlanta. Y'all chose Atlanta to take that game against Ohio State.
Inglewood, California.
Also, it's at the
Grand-
new SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, SoFi.
Oh, that'd be cool. I mean, there's no really teams that's out west like that. So that'd be a solid neutral site.
Yeah, about time.
All right.
I do a stadium for once.
Shit, facts, bro. I just love. That's the thing. I think this season, I would say this season of college football has definitely ignited more of a love for like all college football, all like shapes and forms, from Pac-12 to SEC to ACC to the Big 12, like
MAC
to MACtion, which
SWAC.
to SWAC. Hey, I'm definitely gonna be all in on Pac-12 next year.
I have some great news to tell you guys.
Okay.
So I will be in Tennessee for the Clemson game and Ohio State, and Georgia, Michigan versus TCU game. And sports betting is legal there on the FanDuel app.
Hey,
So
had to
if
go
you
across
guys, if you guys want to throw me something and I do some bets for you, do some parlays for you, let me know, my guy. I got you.
I got a bookie already, so I appreciate it, though.
I appreciate it, Christian. I might take you up on that. I'm not too fancy already. I don't got my own private out-of-state bookie like CJ.
All right, relax.
Yeah. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm starving. So
I am starving for this big announcement, and we'll wrap this show up.
Let's do it.
So, Christian, well, Jonathan,
That's me.
well, Christian,
That might be me.
we've been working on a little project that we'll be launching. You know what? Fuck it. We'll launch it this week, Thursday.
What?
We'll launch it Thursday. A little Christmas gift to you guys.
Oh, snap.
Oh, here it goes. See, look. The Hate the Ball newest podcast. Featuring Christian, welcoming to the Hate the Ball universe. Me and myself, and we'll have special guests throughout the show as well. We're super excited to launch this podcast. This podcast is going to be different from what we do here, right? It's the Hate the Ball under the umbrella of Hate the Ball, but it's not sports. We're not talking sports. We're talking about movies, music, life, all kinds of sort of stuff. We're rating things. We're having a good old time talking and having a good time. So if you guys like those types of podcasts, you will look up for What a Done on your podcast platform. Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, all your podcast platforms. We'll also have a video podcast as well available on the Hate the Pod One YouTube channel. And the song that you're listening to is the official theme song of What a Guy. So if you're rocking with the theme song, I know you'll rock with the podcast because there's a lot of fun to do. We got a couple episodes in the can. We'll have episodes come out weekly. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time because I think this is already having a little too much fun. But, yeah. Christian, you want to say anything?
There's no way I could ever run to this music. I would hit my PR and then I would pass out and never wake up. 100%. Yeah, man. I'm excited for us to drop this new portion of, a little branch off of the Hate to Pile On, What a dud, is it a dud or is it a dandy? And I'm so ready for it, man. Slowly as obviously all of us didn't talk for a while after high school. But we all grew as men, and you found different things you liked in life. And one thing that me and CJ and Jonathan have connected on was movies and stuff. And I'm excited to talk about movies, and I'm excited to talk about movie trailers and do reactions. And
EJ.
albums and music. What's up, AJ? And I'm so ready for it, man. And I'm really really excited. Like you don't like CJ knows, but I'm so excited for this because I've been begging him, trying to put this idea. Like, hey, if you do this, I am with you 100%, man. And I'm so excited, man. And what a dud! I think it's going to be something big. I know it will be. What a
For
dud!
sure.
Is it a dud or a dandy?
Dud or a
And-
dandy. This show is definitely a dandy. That's for damn sure.
Speaking of
100%.
duds, how about the Dwayne Johnson cinematic universe?
Oof. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that on the show.
Small
AJ,
dud.
I know you just got here. I don't know if you saw it. What a dud. A brand new podcast that hates Apollo universe. It is life, music, movies, all that fun stuff. It's going to be a podcast platform, Spotify, Apple, Google. This Thursday as a Christmas gift to all of you guys. The promotion will start happening. Actually, I should play the music too, right? Give you the full effect.
Yeah, but hold on. I don't want to forget Gabby. Gabby is going to be huge for this show, man. She's one of my best friends.
So Gabby's huge? Whoa, we don't fact
Whoa,
check
that's
here.
crazy.
Well, I said she's going to be huge for the show. She's going to be awesome. She's going to bring a whole nother take to it because she's into theater and old school movies and scores, and she's really into that kind of stuff. So she's going to bring a different aspect. And CJ, I call CJ, his nickname in my phone is, he doesn't know it, is the director, because everything he says, hey, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? And he's a guy, man, and people don't understand how much he puts into this show on Hate to Pile On and What a Dud. Like the amount of stuff this man does. And I know he gets tired of me giving him ideas 24/7 and asking dumb questions, but it needs to be answered. CJ, man, I appreciate you, but yeah, we got CJ and Gabby, and then me, the idiot on the show. That's what I bring, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And yeah, but shout out to Gabby, 100%. She's not here.
Sure.
Shout out to Gabby.
She will definitely, this will be her coming out party for sure. This podcast, we have some great episodes already.
You said that, and my man hit the laptop instantly.
Yeah, right. I thought that too. But no, she's great. I think you guys will love her as well. She's been a big fan of the podcast. She supports us as well, and I think this would be something great for obviously trying to increase the women's vote. Obviously, what she's there for, but we have Christian. Why do we need Gabby? But Gabby's awesome. I think you love her, and we'll have more guests. There'll be a lot of guests, different people on the show. I'm gonna try to reach deep into my bag of people that I know, and really have this show go crazy and far for you guys. So that is What a Dud, the news podcast on the Hate to Pile On family of podcasts. Jonathan will make his way on there eventually. Like it's gonna be fun, man. I think this is gonna be something outside of the realm of sports. This is gonna really open up our world. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Dud or a dandy? Let's give you a little taste of it. Let's see. DJ Ungalele, dud or a dandy? We all can agree wholeheartedly. He's been a dud. What a dud. Am I right, guys?
Big dud.
Oh yeah.
What I call him a Dudley.
Oh.
Anyways, is it a dud or a dandy? Is it a dud or a dandy?
So
is blue cheese with wings a dud or a dandy, or is ranch with wings a dud or a dandy?
Let me tell you,
Both dandy to me.
Dandy. But I don't know which one I prefer really.
If it's like if it's straight buffalo, give me blue cheese. If it's like a different flavor, I might rock with ranch instead.
Yeah, I think there's a few flavors. Like blue cheese goes crazy hard with like a hot buffalo, mild buffalo, a buffalo, a garlic parm. I like garlic parm with blue cheese. It's a pretty good combination. Maybe garlic. Yeah, I like with the blue cheese. But everything else outside of that, give me some ranch. But we're talking elite ranch, Wingstop ranch. That's a dad. That's a dandy. That's a damn dandy.
I'm feeling. One last thing.
Good ranch is better than good blue cheese. I don't know if you had good blue cheese, friend.
Yes, I hate blue cheese with a passion.
See, blue cheese I think blue cheese also is more of a good versus really bad. Like I don't think there's a lot of in between blue cheeses versus there's a lot more range from ranch. I do give you that.
I don't know. You can definitely get bad blue cheese before. I definitely got some yellow blue cheese before. I said, they done left this thing out the fridge.
Hey, AJ,
a day or two.
God tier blue cheese is Brett Steakhouse in North Charleston. God tier blue
Rivers
cheese.
Avenue.
Rivers Avenue.
Okay. Will we have a Twitter for What a Dud?
I don't know
Look,
yet.
You gonna run it?
I can run the Twitter if you need me to. I don't mind that. And I kind of want to do like a little Instagram thing because, guys, what I essentially want people who are watching, people who are going to watch this, if you want our reactions to a movie, put the movie name, down in our comments, and we'll check the movie out if we can.
Yeah.
If we have to pay for it and it's a dud, I will find you.
Facts. Biggest frontier we want for movies is to be readily accessible for everybody to watch. So obviously on the streaming service or on YouTube or something where it's easier, we don't have to do something legal. I feel like that's what we should try to do, unless it's like a big box office movie where you have to go to the theaters to see it.
We'd have
even so that's ready available to see.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you a little taste of Thursday's episode. Thursday is the first episode we'll be dropping. It was talking about the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man trailer for the animated Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes, sir.
Is the first one that's going to be dropping. We also, some episodes we already recorded that's in the can. We talked about, I think we did Creed. We talked about Creed. We did
a lot, man.
We did do a lot, actually.
We've done a lot, man. You guys don't understand how much it's been in the making, man. It's been so long in the making.
But I think it's a lot of fun. I think you'll see a different side of us. Obviously, we want to keep it, want you guys to be involved. So, yeah, we'll figure out a way to communicate with you guys. Obviously, you can still follow us on all the Hate to Pylon pod platforms right now, but also we'll link to a separate thing. So that way you can kind of funnel it. And you could, if you don't want to get any of our sports stuff, whatever, you'll get a little bit of that as well. So I'm super excited for you guys to indulge in the podcast. We would definitely want you guys to let us know. Make sure you follow it on all the podcast platforms, your favorite podcast platform, on YouTube as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm super excited.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan, let me get your first reaction. What is your reaction? I know we kind of kept you out on this a little bit, on the makings of it. But like when you hear What a Dud, what do you think? Like, whoa, that's interesting. What do you think?
It is. It's an interesting name.
Yeah.
It definitely draws the attention. Like, what is What a Dud?
Right.
What's it about?
Not for sure. Like, I think that's something, like, obviously with Hate to Pile On, it's like, like, that's like, oh, that's like a little tasty name. Like, that's different. It's a little fresh. And also it's a double entendre. So like, I think it's a lot of fun. And what the fuck? This Hail Mary play right now did not go anywhere for Aaron Rodgers. I thought he was about to launch it, but
I did too, but no.
but yeah, like I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to have you on. Obviously, as we will talk about Black Adam. We will definitely be talking about the DC universe, especially with everything going down lately. We will talk about we will have a big Wakanda Forever Black Panther show as well. So there's a lot of things that we want to talk about. Music, there's a lot of albums. We got a lot of reviews to talk about. Our favorite movies of this past year, our favorite albums of the past year. There's a lot of stuff we got to cover.
Woo!
We can also talk about Avatar 2 because it's very polarizing.
Talk about the director's cut
Of what?
Avatar 2.
I didn't even know there's a director's cut.
It's not released yet, but it's going to be 9 hours.
I'm already on the edge for I'm already on the edge for Avatar. I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews about the movie, so we'll see. I gotta watch it, then we'll talk about it, and it's gonna be great. What a dud!
Ooh.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, we got some Marvel drafts going. We got some Disney movie drafts going, some Pixar movie drafts going.
It's a lot.
Sports movie drafts. Ooh,
like I think if we can get a movie club out of this, like some fun movies we can find and watch and kind of get a list for everyone to watch and keep along. Like I love one of my favorite things to do is to like put people on to something like a movie that they didn't think they would like.
Me on.
You know what I mean? Like it's a great thing because it's like sometimes like there's movies that people that just they stick to certain types of movies, right? And like I can say I'm the same kind of way too sometimes. Like even though I did go to film school, like I had to be exposed to a lot of different cinema, but ever since then I don't really I don't go my hand like go out to watch certain things, because you like what you like. But I think this show, like I want to put myself out there to watch more things that I would firstly, like my first reaction is, oh, let me go see this, and we'll talk about that a little bit with Troll, a movie that we talked about also the first episode.
Did you watch it?
No, I did not. But I will, maybe.
All right.
Possibly. I don't know.
I hope so, man.
We'll see if I get bored enough. But anyways, let's get the whole thing going again. Last time. I got it. What is it? Well, thank you guys. Okay. What is it? All the global social media, Thursday today, all social media, all podcast platforms, YouTube, videos, Twitter, well, yeah, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's a big part of what we're doing. Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you so much for waiting back for the show and talk and everything back. Yeah. Final words, guys. All right. You want to be opposite?
My fingers aren't got it was what it does.
And what a way to finish this show. What a time that Christian just put on the screen. Look at this photo right here. What a